initiative. I'm going to keep this very brief. Here's our concept. I drove up here today with Kip Marlowe driving through the neighborhoods, and I was reminded that about 22 years ago, in 1987, I found myself dead broke, in debt, and unemployed, knocking on doors up in these neighborhoods with a borrowed ladder strapped on the roof of my car, offering to clean gutters. And over the course of about 20 years, I translated that gutter cleaning business into a multi-level, multi-state construction management business. And somewhere along the way, I got the idea that entrepreneurs are interesting people, and they have knowledge and insight and wisdom and experience that can help people and can empower them. And I got that thought in my head one day when I read a story in the paper about a guy who had lost his job at a factory. It was 1991. He lost his job in a factory, was afraid of losing his home. His wife was working 2 shifts at a dairy mart, and he was paralyzed with fear, afraid of losing his home, blah, blah, blah. So I got this idea, if I could somehow have some time with this guy, I could show him 16 ways a Sunday how he could earn a living, a decent living, with a broom or a lawnmower, a squeegee or a mopper or whatever. So I got this idea that entrepreneurs had knowledge and wisdom that could help people and empower people. And I built this construction management company, but I became more and more focused on this concept. So I began to study about entrepreneurship and entrepreneurs and understand how they think. And are they born? Are they alchemists? Or is there a method to the madness, right? So I didn't know it, but my first case was a foster kid, right? I met Jason when he was 11 years old. He had no dad. His mom was in prison, and she's a repeat offender. Jason had been in foster homes all around. By the age of 11, he'd already been in 2 or 3 different school systems. Great kid, bright kid, challenging background. So I sort of became his big brother. When he was 15, he went back to live with his mom. She came out of prison. She was living in Bedford in a high-rise. He's back living with his mom at 15 years old. He's at Bedford High School with a 1.7 GPA. She reoffends, goes back to prison, and Jason drops out of high school. So now I wound up taking custody of him. Said this is not a good idea. He's got a 1.7 GPA. He's going to go work full-time at Applebee's, bussing tables, right? You can all write the rest of that story, where that's going. So I got Jason. We got custody of him, got him into my family and the Mentor school system back in high school, and I got him a job with a friend of mine cleaning construction sites. A month later, he said, I hate this job. Why don't you help me start a business? You're always talking about entrepreneurship. So we started Jason's job site cleanup. I won't bore you with the details, but it cost us less than $50 to get it started. In a few weeks, Jason was earning $200 on a Saturday afternoon. Had one of his friends working for me and more work than knew what to do with. It was an occasion to change the trajectory of his life. Jason wound up graduating from high school with a presidential citation from the White House in academic achievement, went in the Marine Corps, became a reconnaissance Marine, did 2 tours of duty in Iraq. He's now studying cognitive science at Cal State East Bay. Spends his left? Yikes. Spends his summer. Okay. So the windup was, I wound up testing it again on 24 kids at Lake Catholic High School. Same thing happened. Kids started businesses. Their parents were calling me asking how they could take the course. We built a course similar to this for the Cisco Entrepreneur Institute. We're now in the process of building a high school program to transform the knowledge and experience and wisdom and insight of real-world entrepreneurs into every high school in America. We need your help to make it happen. I've got a brochure if anyone's interested, a website. I'd be happy to talk to you after the meeting. Thank you very much.